I recall talking to some base contacts. This is maybe 2.5 years ago. We first started considering hiring military spouses. We've got a great history of hiring veterans and transitioning military. Military spouses were a bit new for us, but more than one base contact had said, "Do you know about VirtForce? Have you ever talked to VirtForce?" So I reviewed your website, set up a call with Kimber. We had a great interaction. Honestly, it was maybe 6 or 9 months later before we're really ready to initiate anything. But VirtForce and Kimber were our first call when we got serious about this. We've got a variety of roles for military spouses, and a lot of them are customer facing. We've looked at remote opportunities. We're making them portable, so if there's a PCS, you just take the job with you. But our interactions, it's some cool opportunities. We've done podcasts, we've done coffee chats. It's a place where some of our spouses can really relate what they're doing, what their experience is all about. It's more personal. It's not reading a job description, and it's just been super effective. We're really interested in military spouses. They are extremely talented, they're educated, they're experienced, and they're just overlooked. So when COVID transitioned many of our roles to remote, it was just a perfect time to change our strategy, to be more flexible, and it's extremely attractive, for military spouses. It benefits our company to tap into a range of talent that exists within the community.
So we've been very willing to create some remote positions for military spouses. Let me take you back to the very beginning of the story. We've got a retired lieutenant colonel. He's the head of training for our personal insurance business. And Casey shared with his business partners that he had moved 11 times during his Army career. And his wife had coordinated all of the moves, including 2 international, managed the family. And he said, you guys wouldn't give her resume, 2 looks. You complain about the gaps and the lack of experience. Well, let me tell you, we'd be really lucky to get her to work for us. And as COVID hit and remote opportunities, it was, really discussed that we're training remotely, we're working remotely. Let's give military spouses the opportunity. I mean, they really deserve our support. And that if we can provide flexible career opportunities that meet their needs and the demands of their lifestyle, if the positions can be portable, it benefits us. It increases our applicant pool tremendously, and it just provides the value for the military spouse, their family, the entire community. So we're really looking at this as a career, and we're going to continue doing it when we get back to the office post-COVID.
I mean, the kind of work that military spouses are looking for, it's really across the board. I mean, they're qualified for just a variety of roles. We've seen a lot of success in customer-facing positions. That's where we hire a lot of people. We hire 8, 10, 12 in a class at a time. We go through group training. Examples, a personal insurance rep. If you got a question on your policy, you call your insurance company. If you buy a new vehicle, you need an insurance card, or your child passed their driver's test, you want to add them to the policy. It's inquiries that, again, it's that interaction with our customers and military spouses. They tend to be great communicators. They tend to be outgoing individuals. If they've moved multiple times, they're used to just saying hello to people and being very comfortable interacting. So, and again, they're portable, they're flexible. So we hire for a lot of those kinds of customer-facing positions.
Well, I think military spouses benefit our company because they bring a different perspective, not only to our internal military community, but to the overall culture of the company. They're just a wonderful addition. We've got an internal employee resource group that numbers about 3,000. It includes veterans, family members, friends, and that whole group has just been so thrilled that we've been actively recruiting military spouses, and the rest of the company, I think, has taken a lot of pride in that. So it's just been a great experience. So the characteristics of our military spouses, attention to detail, uh, situational awareness, that they're able to make decisions, they're goal oriented, they're great communicators. I think they have a lot of empathy. So, a lot of our military spouses are taking calls from customers when they have a claim. So it's a bad day if you've had a claim. But our military spouses, honestly, sometimes they have bad days. If their spouse is deployed and their child runs in the back door screaming and crying, they have to figure out what the problem is. So that empathy is there, that patience and listening to someone and saying, okay, what happened? I got you. Here's how we're going to fix it. It's kind of an intangible, but it's a skill set that we really look for. So some of the issues, and I hesitate to call them issues. We are getting a better understanding that it is a different lifestyle, and there are some different stresses that our military spouses sometimes experience. Here's not an issue, but it's more of a learning curve. So, our positions are remote, and one of the first spouses that had a PCS, when she talked to her manager and talking about, going to be moving, not a problem. The first question was, how do I get my equipment from one base to another base? And, I think the original answer was, well, doesn't the military move your household goods? And the answer was, yeah, but if I stop work on Thursday or Friday and you want me to pick back up on Monday or Tuesday, no, it's not going to work, because there's no guarantee on how long it's going to take for the material. So, and then I guess the next suggestion was, well, are you driving? Can you put it in the car? And I believe the answer was, well, 2 kids and a dog and driving cross country, I guess if I have to. So we have solved that problem by we ship new PC, new monitor, new headsets to your new location. And on your last day, you simply box it up and send it back to us to a centralized location. Rather than box and send to your new location, there may not be somebody there to accept it, whatever. From a time perspective, we're just sending new equipment out. And it's not an issue. It's just we had to figure out that we're learning as we're kind of evolving with the hiring of military spouses. In summary, our partnership with Workforce has just been really beneficial. From the very first day, we've had great open communications. We've explained our jobs. I think in a lot of ways, Workforce has helped mentor and tutor us in learning about the community and how we could be successful. And I would encourage any employer, if you're thinking about hiring military spouses, just go do it and talk to the folks at Workforce. They are going to really help you be successful.